Hey there! If you're living in Oakland Park and you're on the hunt for a dog trainer, you have come to the right place. We are going to walk through absolutely everything you need to know to find the perfect professional for you and your furry best friend. Living in Oakland Park is pretty great, right? You've got those beautiful walks along the river, the buzz of the city's main boulevards. The whole point of dog training is to make sure your pup can be right there with you, enjoying all of it calmly and confidently. So here's a quick look at what we're going to cover. First, we'll get into why training right here in Oakland Park has its own unique advantages. Then, we'll talk about how to find a real pro, how to pick the right program for your dog, what you can expect to pay, and we'll wrap up with some local rules and really useful resources. Okay, first up, why focus on training specifically in Oakland Park? Well, it all boils down to making your day-to-day life with your dog way smoother and just a lot more fun. Think about these real-life moments. You want your dog to just chill out at an outdoor cafe, right? Or to come back to you every single time when you're near the water, or just to walk nicely down a busy street like Commercial Boulevard without pulling your arm off. A good trainer helps you work on these exact situations, turning what could be stressful moments into total non-issues. Okay, so with those goals in mind, how do you actually find the right person for the job? Let's get into what really separates a true expert from, well, everyone else. The most important term you need to listen for is positive reinforcement. Honestly, this is the gold standard in modern dog training. It's all about rewarding your dog for doing the right thing. This builds their confidence, makes them want to work with you, and it really strengthens your bond. It just plain works, and it's kind to your dog. Now, on the flip side of that, and this is so important, you've got to steer clear of any trainer who uses fear, pain, or intimidation. Those methods are a massive red flag. Not only are they outdated, but they can seriously backfire and create even worse problems, like anxiety or even aggression. So, how can you be sure someone really knows their stuff? Look for certifications. Think of things like CPDTKA or KPACTP as a sign that you're dealing with a skilled teacher. They're the pros for general manners and obedience. But if you're dealing with bigger issues, like serious fear or reactivity, you'll want to look for a CBCC or CDBC. Those are for behavior consultants, which is a whole other level of expertise for complex problems. So now you know what to look for in a trainer, let's talk about the actual programs they offer. It's really all about finding the absolute best fit for your dog's personality and your specific goals. The two most popular options you'll see are group classes and private lessons. Group classes are awesome for learning to focus around other dogs and people, and they're usually easier on the wallet. Private lessons, on the other hand, give you that focused, one-on-one help for very specific issues, and you can tackle them right where they happen, like, say, your dog going nuts when the doorbell rings. And of course, there are a few other formats. Puppy classes are, well, a must-do for any new puppy to build a good foundation. With day training, the trainer does the heavy lifting with your dog while you're busy, which is a lifesaver for packed schedules. And Board and Train is a really intensive immersive option where your dog stays with the trainer for a period of time. All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. How much is this going to cost, and what do you absolutely have to ask a trainer before you even think about hiring them? So here's a general idea of the average costs you'll find around Oakland Park and the greater Broward County area. A typical 6-week group class might be in the $200 to $300 range, while a single private lesson will probably run you somewhere between $90 and $160. This should give you a pretty realistic ballpark for budgeting. When you're talking to a trainer you're considering, you need to have these 5 questions ready to go. The way they answer will tell you pretty much everything you need to know. Make sure you ask about their philosophy, double-check those certifications, and get a really clear idea of what your part in all this will be. Because yes, there's always homework. And finally, let's tie all of this training back to your actual life here in Oakland Park. We'll look at some local rules and some fantastic places where you can practice everything you've learned. Here's a simple but super important number to remember: 6 feet. That's the maximum leash length allowed in public areas, according to Broward County's leash law. It's for safety, plain and simple, and having a dog that can walk politely on a loose leash makes following this rule a total breeze. Being a great dog-owning neighbor also means keeping a few other things in mind. Your dog has to have their current rabies tag on their collar. You've got to pick up after them right away, every time. And good training can definitely help you manage nuisance barking, so you stay on good terms with everyone around you. So, you've put in the work. You have a well-behaved dog by your side. Where can you go to practice these new skills and just enjoy your community together? This is where all that training really pays off. You can head over to Canine Corner to work on that off-leash recall. Joseph C. Carter Park is perfect for practicing loose leash walking since there's more room to move. A dog-friendly patio is the ultimate test for calm behavior around distractions. And hey, even a quiet spot near the library can be an awesome place to work on focus. Every spot gives you a new, fun challenge. So it all comes down to this. Choosing the right trainer is a huge first step towards a happier dog and, for sure, a much less stressed you. Hopefully, this guide helps you feel confident in finding that perfect person. Good luck on your training journey. Having that well-behaved, confident companion is going to open up so many more possibilities for you here in Oakland Park. It makes everything from a simple walk around the block to having friends over a more peaceful and joyful experience for everyone involved.